Do you have a CPA, CFO, COO? Who am I talking about? These are people that are going to cover your finances in relation to this business that is actually become a structured framework that you have developed in order to protect it. Senior financial advisor. A corporate operating officer. How you building this out? Because this is legacy building. And see, what happens is a lot of people get caught up, and as they're building, what happens is if they have to do a shift because they can no longer, whether it's a payment processor build, whether it's the service that you're using no longer has the capacity to be able to maintain what it is that you're building, and they have to do a quick shift where maybe they were using a customizable service and then they got to use factory and they got to rush and go get a factory. It's like, you ever seen somebody that had it's like a person trying to run out of a burning building and they trying to grab everything and hold on to it while it's falling out of their hands. This happens to service providers that they provided services, and now they got to move to employees. They got to move to doing courses, classes, so on and so forth, because in order to, they had a financial goal. This is why I said $55,000, $60,000 as an initial financial goal, because there's these people that will run out there, I want $100,000, I want $1,000,000, $1 million. You sitting up there like, do you understand what it takes to maintain the amount of people in order for you to be able to make that $1 million off the set of products or the services that you are doing? And if you're the service, meaning you're the face of said service, you got to get reps. You got to get all of these kinds, because you ain't going to be able to handle dealing with all them phone calls by yourself. See, this is what happens to people. They start a business and then they come to the realization that I made this business top heavy on me face, me this, me. And guess what? They get that point where, because they trying to meet that financial goal, that $100,000, that $500,000, that $1 million, that $17 million, whatever that thing is, because people will throw a number out there and they might even be able to calculate that number, but they do not understand the weight, especially if you have to serve these people. Products, depending on, like I said, if you got a customizable product, somebody else will fulfill those service orders, but will those people be able to serve those orders in all the places that you need to be able to serve those orders in? And then what if you have to change your factory? I'll never forget, I was watching a television program, and the person, they was a bread company. They did biscuits, and they found out they were getting so many orders in on a regular that they had to change their factory, and it had to be done this fast. Your biggest moment of potential loss is in the transition from one thing to another to secure the larger amount of growth that you have. Hear me what I'm saying? And some people grow so fast, they don't even get a chance to get comfortable in the second place that they built themselves out in before they have to shift again, because guess what? They're growing monumentous. This is rich people problems. You get to this point, you got rich people problems. You got rich people problems. Because they got to switch. Not only that, taxes. This minister I follow, she ministers and does business, and she says, I got the taxes to prove it. This woman makes $10 million a month in her various businesses. When you grow up, you probably want to make that amount of money. But I guarantee you that she has to manage that amount of money. And she got people that are going to cover the management of that amount of money. That individual does service providing. And she doesn't always do products. You need to understand what's your business structure going to be that you can handle and maintain that weight. Because you can sell a book, but you're going to have to keep selling that book. But if you want to be the service, meaning you're going to be the coach, you're going to be the lifestyle, whatever it is, you're to be whatever it is, and you're going to contact these people, you need to make the choice early on. Am I going to be the person on the phone with these people, or am I going to set this business up that I'm going to have a series of reps, and y'all going to get the reps? I'm going to talk to you one time. I'm going to talk to you once every quarter, because you can't serve if you planning to make millions of dollars. Oh yeah, you can do a high ticket thing, but I need you to check your ego, meaning your ethics, because those people that do high intensity programs, yeah, they can make money doing that, but do you have the ethics? Do you feel good upselling people 15 times before they cash out your checkout? Because that's them little games that they play for high ticket products. Maybe what you want to do is you want to create a product that is a low ticket product, but gradually give them the opportunity to have tiers that they can go up. Catch 22 to this, you got to fulfill each tier. And then with each tier, this is why if you're going to do this type of product, I'm going to tell you right now, you need to pre-record all your content. And there are memberships that set up this way. Pre-record all your content, and you do specific meetings for each tier at particular points in time throughout the month, in order to subsequently increase. Here's my $7 program, or $7 level, my $17 level, my $200 level, my $1,000 level, my $2,500 level. How many people are going to be in each one of those levels? What is the increase, and what are they getting on each one of those levels? And then maybe your major thing is maybe you have an event, a summit, a conference, a series, a cruise, or whatever it is. And that's where the bulk end of your stuff that's high ticket comes from. Is it making sense? So we're going to come back.